Alright, in this video is tips 7 to 9. 7 to 9 for Barcarola. Okay, if there's some mistake with the numbers, do mind me, because currently I have a draft of the optimized tips to optimize Barcarola, but I might change it a little bit. So now this is technically in my draft is tips number 7 to 9. And the question here is, can I stack? Can I stack? Where is it? Harass 2, right? 20%, does it add up? If I use it twice, does it become 40%? Or when most characters have quartet, when I add it up, can I get 80%? Okay, I'm going to remove this for consistency. I'm going to remove 2 fairy as well. So I want someone that doesn't give any buff at all. Yeah, perhaps I should just bring a DPS. Okay. Okay. So here I have this 1, 2, 4 attack. Okay. So for inspiration, buff up 20%. So highest I get is about 4,000 plus, right? Okay, so let us restart. Remove this. Okay, I leave her S2, so in the next round I can generate another S2, so I can use the S2 twice. And that would be 40% increase in damage dealt. Okay, so lower damage because I did not buff it with the S2. Okay, great. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and 4. So similar setup. I have 4 inspiration, but this time I use 2 S2. So technically I should hit harder than 4,600. $5,000, right? So the maximum I can get here is 5,000. So indeed, it does shows that the damage boost does stack. All right, the damage boost does stack. So that will be the first tips. If you have 2 of her S2, use it. Okay, you don't have to like specifically reset your incantation if you are running low on Virgin Moxie. So that would be tip 7. For tip 8 is about her Psychube. So I'm going back to the stage. Okay, it's about her Psychube. Her Psychube is probably one of, I really like her Psychube. Anyway, I wouldn't really say it's the best, but it's really a really good Psychube. Here, it says that every time a star unit, okay, if the carrier is of the star of latest, after taking an action, impromptu incantation gain at the instant +1 for the round. This effect can trigger up to 2 times. So I need to use, can I use 1 incantation and it trigger 2? Or I need to use 2 incantation. So that's what we want to test out for these tips. Okay, I'm going to use this one as it won't affect use this as well. Okay, so technically if I do this, I should just attack with one impromptu. Means impromptu gonna attack once. But now with the Psychube, it will attack twice. Twice, right? Bam, bam. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to use two of her Psychubes. No, two of her incantations. Okay, so this, by default, impromptu will attack twice. Using her S1 will attack once, 3. And now, because of her Psychube, it will be 4. Using her S2, because of the Psychube, 5. So I'm expecting 5 attacks. One, two, three, four, 5. All right, so 5 attacks, and that would be tips number 8. Okay, and for the last tips is regarding their ultimate, which is Voyagers and Barcarola, the same. Because their ultimate, they grants +8 inspiration onto Impromptu. But that is if... Okay, I need to adjust this back. I nerf her down for some comparison purposes. This is the P5 Kakania. She's insanely strong. Okay, anyway. Back to here. Their ultimate, right? It's at 8 inspiration, but only if there's impromptu. Okay, so does it say it at 8 inspiration? Yeah. So inflict Moxie -2 on the target and grant 8 additional point of inspiration to impromptu incantation for the round. If impromptu incantation is not there, you can't add anything. So like here, I'm going to use this, and the ultimate. And there is no impromptu triggered because there's no, I did not use any incantation with inspiration. See? No impromptu. So the ultimate is just a normal ultimate. It doesn't add anything. Alright? So don't do this mistake. And if you like keep pressing everything, trying to get their rotation, and you've forgotten about the inspiration, especially when you are not generating much inspiration, like you have 1, 1, 1 or some of the incantation, you might actually forgot. It happens, right? So yep, so this is tips number 10. And backtracking, I start with tip number 7. So 7, 8, 9. So this is tip number 10. So the previous one wasn't tip number 10, it was tip number 9. Anyway, in this tip, what I did was, should we use S1 or S2? Barcarola S1, increase the number of attack. S2, increase the damage dealt. So which one is better if you are given a decision? If you are not doing any more than 8 attacks, right, for impromptu, or even at 8, it's better off still to use Barcarola S1, giving that additional 2 attacks if you have 3 characters with quartet really helps way more than that 40% of damage dealt. However, if you can get over like 10 attacks, then you want to use the damage dealt, because now each of that attack will get boosted, right, by the damage dealt, and makes it a lot. Okay, so the threshold here I would say is about 10. If you do less than 10, use S1, so you attack more. If you can hit 10, then use S2. What I mean here, if you can hit 10 without relying on Barcarola S1. So when you're counting all the attacks, you can like, okay, I have like 12 attacks lined up. So in that case, go for S2. All right. So that's all for this video. Thank you very much and have a good day.